Did the result on Friday catch you by surprise at all? I mean, Arbroath are not a bad team. 6 out of the 7 games previously they'd won. I mean, was it something that the actual amount of the result, did that catch you by surprise at all?
It didn't catch me by surprise. I mean, you know, the result may seem to those who weren't at the game that it was an easy game and it was straightforward. But you know, the players have to go and earn the right, and they have to work hard to get themselves into those goal-scoring positions. And you know, it doesn't happen by fluke or by chance. We work incredibly hard on the training ground with different patterns of play. And then the players have to go and implement that. You know, Arbroath, as you said, you know, had won 6 of their previous 8 fixtures. Were on a very good run of form, and had caused, you know, teams prior to playing us on Friday a lot of problems. So, you know, we knew what to expect from Arbroath. Very experienced side with a very experienced manager, and you know, we had to earn the right to go and play the way that we wanted to play. But yeah, I wouldn't say it surprised me, because I think we've been, you know, scoring a lot of goals of late. You know, scored 5 against Partick the fixture before. We put 4 by Queen's Park in one of our recent games at Tannadice as well. We have been getting into some great goal scoring positions all season, and maybe at the beginning of the season, you know, the only criticism would be that we maybe weren't as ruthless as what we have been in recent games. So I'm delighted with the 6 goals. We got we did have an opportunity to maybe add to that. You know, probably me being a bit greedy, but the professionalism and the standards of the players, that they've been able to maintain that consistently, and for them not to take their foot off the gas throughout the game. You know, it's very easy when you're sitting 3-0 up at half time to relax and come off the game, but we wanted to continue to try and entertain the punters, and hence why we went and scored another 3 goals in the second half. So we've got that quality. We know that we're capable of doing that. We just have to continuously do it consistently throughout the season.
Another good spread of goal scorers, 5 different goal scorers. How pleasing is that for you to see that spread of goals coming throughout the whole team? Ross Docherty getting his first, for instance.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that I've touched on in recent interviews, that, you know, we're a team at the moment that's not relying on any one individual. You know, we've got goals throughout the team. The defenders are chipping in. You know, Kevin Holt obviously getting a hat-trick against Partick prior to the Arbroath game. You know, we look a real threat from set plays. We have got very good attacking-minded players all over the pitch, even the likes of Craig Sibbald and Ross Docherty, who are naturally defensive-minded midfielders. They've got the freedom to go and join in at times when they pick and choose that moment, and you know, Doc getting a great goal the other night as well. So that certainly does please me, the fact that we're getting lots of bodies into really good, dangerous areas, and the fact that we're able to capitalise on that is very pleasing.
And the preparations for tomorrow, has anything changed in the preparation after the result on Friday to how you're preparing for the game tomorrow?
No, not at all. I mean, you know, they come around quick, obviously. When you've got the midweek games, there's a little less time to prepare and to recover. But, you know, when you're winning games of football, you don't think about, you know, tired minds or tired legs. You know, we've had the extra day to recover with Airdrie playing on Saturday. And, yeah, you just, when you're in the form that we're in and you've got that bit of momentum, you know, the games can't come around quick enough, to be honest. So the boys have trained well this morning, and you know, really looking forward to another difficult challenge tomorrow night.
Rhys McCabe, one of the youngest manager in the SPFL at the moment. Lots of fresh ideas, lots of new ideas and things. How do you prepare for coming up against something that's maybe a little bit unknown for you?
Well, listen, we've had 9 or 10 fixtures now to really analyse every opponent. When you play teams for the first time, yes, definitely you're kind of stepping into the unknown a little bit, and that was the case when we played them in the last game at Tannadice. But you know, I've analysed all of their games in the last couple of weeks, along with our analyst, and they haven't changed a great deal from the last time we played them. You know, he's got this set philosophy. You know, I admire the way he wants to do it. I think he deserves a lot of credit. It's great to see young coaches coming through and playing this modern style of football. He's well aware of the fact that he has to pick up results along with the good football, but I do think that they're, you know, doing a lot of good things at the moment. A very difficult team to play against, a different kettle of fish to what we faced against Arbroath. Arbroath being a little bit more direct and getting balls up to the big man and a bit more aggressive in the middle of the pitch, whereas Airdrie will play short passes out from the back and try and play through the different sections, and that's just another challenge for the team to have to get used to.
Lastly, to do with Friday night was the occasion itself. The fans were there, some of the United legends were there. How did it feel for you as a manager to be part of that 100th celebration?
Yeah, listen, a very proud moment for myself, obviously being manager at this particular moment in time, and you know, getting to enjoy that experience of such a momentous occasion for the club. You know, Dundee United are you know, steeped in a great history anyway, and you know, to be part of that centenary celebration was a nice experience for myself and for the staff and for the players who were here. And as I said, I'm just very proud that we could go and put on the type of performance that we did, and I think, you know, the guys behind the scenes at the club as well deserve a lot of credit for all the different things that were put on the evening to make it even more special. So it was a great night for the club, and hopefully, as I said, we can build on that again for Tuesday night.
Great, thanks, Ben. We're going in a row, already.
Yep.
Cool. So, preparing for tomorrow's game, away to Airdrie. It must be a bit of a high after the weekend with the game and getting a goal for yourself.
Aye, we're obviously on a high. We have been kind of the last few weeks, the way the results have went. Obviously I was delighted to get a goal, get my first goal for the club on Friday night. I need to do it on a special night for the club. It was really good. So everybody's on a high, and we just want to continue that tomorrow night.
I mean, how was it to play on that sort of exhibition? All the ex-players being there to watch things, and how did that make you feel as a player?
Yeah, it was good. I think it was also a huge night for the club, and we kind of took that on and almost, it kind of drove us on a bit. You've seen the players that were there, kind of legends of the club as such, so they're obviously there watching. There's a huge presentation before and after the half time in the game, so we knew that they were there. It was a huge night for the club, so we just wanted to kind of honour that and go and put on a performance and a show almost, and I think we did that. Obviously it helps kind of going ahead early in the game, but it was kind of helped us relax into the game. As much as we played well, it always helps to kind of score that early goal.
Did it make, or should I say, does it make it any more difficult then in the preparation for an away game to Airdrie on a Tuesday night to what you had at the weekend there?
I kind of get what you're saying in terms of your 8,000, 9,000 there on Friday night, and the buzz of the place. It's obviously going to be a different test on Tuesday, but I think what's been good for us in the games so far, the away games, we've taken a big crowd. It might not be as big as they have been on Saturdays, but I think for us, we know that we'll be backed, and there's always that pressure to play for this club, and in the league we're in especially, that's going to be there every week, and we need to put that on ourselves as well regardless. So whether you're away to Airdrie, you're at home to whoever it is in the league, it doesn't matter. We're kind of trying to instill that mindset that every game's the same, and you treat every game and every opposition the same. So I think we've got to do that tomorrow night.
And then looking forward to Airdrie, you have had a game against them obviously at Tannadice, going away to play them on their patch. What sort of things are you anticipating happening tomorrow when you go through there to take them on?
We know it'll be a tough game. It was a tough game the first time round. I never played, I watched from the stand, I was injured, but they try and play football, you could say the right way as such. They try and play on the ground, they try and play it from the back, so they made it very difficult for us last time. It was the same last time we scored that early goal, and I think it helped us, but I think tomorrow we're going to try and go after them and go and take the game to them, win the game. That's what we're going there to do. Whether it's as easy as that, we'll see tomorrow night, but we're going to go and try and play aggressively and try and kind of put our style onto them rather than theirs onto us.
So you come through the first quarter of the season, top of the league, undefeated. How would you sort of say, in your words, that the season has gone so far? Is it what you'd expected, or is it more than you'd expected?
We obviously we put pressure on ourselves, and there's pressure kind of playing for this club like I touched on before, but I think for us to be in the position we're in, we're obviously delighted with it. in my opinion, we've maybe even dropped a couple of points here and there, but there's been times where we've shown great character, having gone down to 10 men a couple of times in games, winning one of them, drawing the other where we probably could have won. I think for us, I don't know about expected, you obviously put the pressure on yourself like I'm saying, but for us to be sitting in this position after 10 games now it is, having come through the first 9, we put that pressure on ourselves to go and start the next quarter as such as it was on Friday night, the same way, and I think we've done that. So it's about keeping that momentum going. Kind of the old cliche, you take it game by game, and we can only go and do that tomorrow night, and we can't go looking further than that. So I think for us, we're delighted the way it's went, but we need to keep that going now.